out well. I mean, there's a lot of opportunities here that we ruined the entire base with this episode right now, but today is base upgrade day, my friends. We have been using this chest room right here since episode 3, and today we're gonna undo the entire thing and build probably one of the best chest rooms you've ever seen in Minecraft. First thing I gotta do, though, is break all of this crap around here because we're gonna need a lot of space to work with. I don't know exactly how we're gonna fit this all in here, but we're going to massively expand it. I just feel like I'm always running out of room and I can't do this the best way that I want to do it. And so I've got to brainstorm heavily how we're gonna fit this in here. It's gonna be insane. We could also bust this wall out. I'm just thinking out loud here. We bust this one out too. It's kind of scary changing this because it's not been changed in so long. This could ruin everything. I sure hope this comes out well. I mean, there's a lot of opportunities here that we ruined the entire base with this episode right now, but oh, there's one way it happens. I'm getting a vision on what I want to do. I gotta break this. I gotta break old Bertha here. This is the crafting zone. I used to call this zone Obama's last name. Let's just get in here and take her down. You know, it's a sad thing to do, but we gotta do it. Don't worry about that, because we'll be auto-sorting all of it later if I do this right, which is, there's a low chance that'll be happening. Does it feel good, guys? When you get out there and you work on something for 20 episodes, you're trying to become the richest player on the server. Sometimes you gotta take me time. You gotta get out there and save yourself time, because time is money. We're gonna save a lot of it this episode. This looks so weird now after having seen this chest room so many times. We got it all cleaned up. The floor, I'm not super worried about right now. It is pretty ugly. Floor has been cleansed a little bit here. You want it easily accessible. Keep this pathway clear. All right, we're gonna keep this clear. Oh, geez, villager. Yo, get back in your cage, brother. What are you doing out here? Mentally, I'm trying to paint what I want to build right here. So I think what we're gonna do is take our chest room, maybe put it all on one side so it's all on this wall for now, maybe? I like the idea of that because then I don't have to walk back and forth. It's a little bit easier to access. So let's get our chest placed. This is always such a pivotal moment in Minecraft upgrading. I mean, I wish I had another chest for that corner. That's really annoying. Oh, I do. See, y'all told me making this many chests was useless, but now look at me, all right? Now I'm in here flexing. Gotta get these item frames in here to clean this thing up a little bit. This is where the intense process starts of making it happen. But we might as well go get a little bit of experience over here, kill some creeps. See, that's why I made that creeper farm, guys. This is how much I've been kind of grinding just a little bit off camera. Every now and then I'll pop in and do a couple kills. That's not bad. I mean, that's like 4 stacks of 64 plus some rockets. Okay, now I feel like it would be beneficial to be able to walk through this. That way it's not like a wall of chests that I can never enter. I feel like long term, that's the move. Problem is, I don't know how expandable this is, the way I'm designing it here, but that looks good. Then you can walk through your walls of chests and then you could theoretically go backwards, maybe? This is where things get real. This is where the real upgrade comes in. And honestly, I really like how this room looks right now. I feel like there's a lot of potential here. I need a lot of redstone. This is gonna be so expensive, guys. Oh, 64 stack of hoppers is $32,000. Good thing we sold a house last time for some profit, but boy, is this uncomfortable. That was just an immense amount of money right there. I'm hurt. Step 1 of our mega build. We've already cleared out the room. We've got all this progress made. I gotta connect hoppers to the backs of these, and that's actually the next room over. So I guess I literally cannot expand any further that way. Might as well fix the floor while we're back here too. It's just exciting, guys. Who knows what's gonna happen? We could innovate something brand new today. We could develop something crazy. We gotta get all these connected. That's gotta go as well. Maybe it becomes a window into the other room. I mean, that's what it's looking like. These all need hoppers connected to them. I'm not 100% sure if this is gonna work. I'm testing a brand new design here. I really just wanna flex to my brothers. They're trying to become the richest as well on their own channels, and so they're not gonna know how to do this. And they even told me that I can't. They literally said,
Zach, this is literally impossible.
Which is kind of why I'm doing it. I wanna show them that I can do it. There's a little bit more construction needed here, it turns out, than I had initially planned for a chest room upgrade, but time is money. As I said, the more that we spend, the more that we save. That probably didn't make sense, but it is true. This sad room here, guys, we made this episodes ago to try to create a mob grinder, and now it's becoming just the backlog for all of our redstone for this chest setup. Nothing like investing more good old hard-earned cash into buying redstone components from the overpriced shop, but it's still worth it. It's still worth it, all right? Now we gotta put blocks in front of and behind these repeaters. What it does, I think it's gonna help travel the signal through it, and it makes it look better, to be honest with you. Now torches. I'm not sure 100% if this is the most efficient way to do this, but to me, this is the best way to do it, because then we can make a gate for the items. Now we're gonna cover all of this beautiful work up with, you know, blocks. What else? Circles. Now redstone gets a little bit tricky. We're placing comparators on the backs of all these bad boys. See, the thing is, we went from just the most basic thing to I just decided to go nuclear. I'm sick of organizing my items every day off camera. I'm sick of it. The concern now is space. I really don't know how much room I have, because like that's the pyramid floor. I can't really go up. Really don't want to be here, but I gotta buy more hoppers. I think I need like 10, so that was a little bit more money that went down the drain, but it'll be worth it. It's saving us time, as I say. This is where things get super weird. So we've got the basics built for the auto sorting machine. We're gonna be able to put items in here. It should sort it for us. Problem is, I need an anvil. I don't know if I have one. Do I have an anvil back here? We do. we've got this item that I call filler. You nickname it filler. This is how the actual entire mechanism should work. If I go into here and put 44 of these, I'm gonna start with just one side. So one side is lit up. This is called the filler side. All I have to do is now put in the item that's gonna be the actual filter. So for example, I'll make this all my ores right here. I have almost none of them. Netherite will go into its own zone. It's a special zone, all right? So now we can come back up here, filter these items into the filter. Now I think all you do is put in a single filler item here, and now it should only suck in the item that goes over the top of this system, put it into the chest, I think. When you make these, your brain starts churning and it starts going to a new level, and you start thinking like, does any of this even make sense? Do I even know what I'm doing? Like, is this gonna double stack it? I think it is. Like, I think this entire thing is now just one item. I'm concerned about it. I'll be honest with you. I'm really concerned about it. Let's just give it a shot. I'm gonna need a little bit more hopper action though, unless I can use water, which I'm not sure of. We're gonna do a little bit of a test run here. So the question is, do items get sucked into hoppers if they're in a water stream? Seems like kind of, but too fast. That's a lot. We're not gonna do that. The issue I'm facing is this is gonna be such a massive thing. Like, I don't know how to expand this. It's just gonna be like, it's gotta be massive. Like, this is literally, each one of these is one item. Like, that's all coal. That's all iron. Like, do you know how many items are in this game? I mean, I guess this is a start, all right? We can always upgrade it. Let's get the top of it done. And what that's gonna require is even more hoppers. 14 of them, that's like literally $6,000 worth of hoppers right there. Just want that to sink in for a second. Also, it's raining inside, but that's okay. This is so ridiculous. Why did I think this was a good idea to do? I mean, I had a perfectly fine chest system. If that is not hideous, I don't know what is. Like, that is just absolutely absurd looking. But that should work. I need a way to get the items now to go up to the top, and I would love it if I could somehow have the water take the items there. Like, I could walk in, throw an item in to the center of the room, which I guess is gonna now change. I'll tell you what, Zacklings, we are putting in the work today to make this thing pull out. My brother said I can't do it. I'm telling you, that is the only motivation I have. We've spent a lot of money on this project, but what I think is gonna happen, you're gonna throw items down here in the center. Might as well take off the roof too so I can see where I'm going, to be honest with you. I think the dumbest thing is for me to go through and like decorate this before I even know if it works, but like, I ain't trying to work on something that don't look good, so. I think the worst part of this is like how many blocks I have to sort compared to how many chests I've actually made for us so far. Like, I'm just still not sure the solution to that many items. Okay, now we can go back to our chest room, grab a bucket, hopefully with water already in it. There we go. Water goes in. This is where you're gonna drop your items. They're gonna flow back this way. And
Looking for new songs? YouTube Music is your personal guide to the world of...
Then need it to turn. All right, so we just took it down a little deeper, so I just need one bucket of water to go the whole distance. I don't think it'll make a difference, to be honest with you. I think it just makes it a little easier. If you guys are following me along at home on this one, I'm gonna question your sanity right now because we don't even know if the actual sorting system works. I'm not even sure why I'm down here yet, but I will show my brothers wrong. One way or another, at the end of this episode, your mind will be blown. Now what I'm gonna do is a birch fence, and I think soul sand is what makes people go up. I'm pretty sure magma makes you go down, so we're gonna get a little bit of soul sand, and then we're gonna try to build what I believe should be like an elevator. So I think items can still go through if I have a gate like this. So if I do this, I think, let's see. Yeah, so it goes right through. So then if I come here and I put down some soul sand, the beginnings of the water elevator. I'm still starting to wonder how much time this is actually gonna save us at this point, but we've committed to it. So while we're here, I might as well use the glass on the floor because one of my ideas was cover the floor in with glass so you can see the items as they're sending to the sorter. Now we just gotta get the water placed and get this water elevator built. So let's do that real quick. Okay, so theoretically, if this is built correctly, we're gonna test it right now with a piece of glass. If I throw it in here, it should go all the way down. Should turn, come here, go through that, launch up, and it does. The freaking launches high. Oh boy, that was a lot more than I thought. I mean, that thing had some power to it, didn't it? I'd love it to launch up and get stuck into one of these. Is that possible? Like, can you get into it from underneath? No, guys, look at this. This will launch items straight up into the hoppers and then send it through the sorter. So first, let's throw an item in here and see what happens. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, the fence is wrong. All right, now let's try it with a piece of glass. Oh, it almost works, but it's not in the center. So I wonder if I put a second hopper, that'll catch the ones that are kind of a little bit off. I could lose a lot of items like this if it's not perfectly set up. We're gonna put a piece of blue ice down here now, and I'm gonna put it in the fence. And the blue ice should make items a little bit more slippery. So hopefully they actually manage to get through this little piece here. All right, so what it seems like is it only sends it into the hopper if the hopper points straight down. So if I connect it to the other hoppers, it no longer works, which is not exactly what we wanted here. I want this to somehow get into the hoppers. Change of plans, still should be epic and cool. I just can't get the launcher like I want it to work. Oh boy, risky move of the day right there, folks. I really hope that did not destroy any of my redstone, because that was a lot of water that seeped out. Seems like it's still seeping out too. Since I'm going up and down so much, I'm gonna just build myself a ladder here, because I am still not quite able to get this thing to sync up as I want it. So now I can do some test drops from up here and see if my new design works. I think it worked. Yes, we did it, finally. Oh, it took us so long. Okay, wow, that was literally the longest journey I've ever taken to make this thing work. Not at all how I intended it to go, but the thing is, I didn't really have a plan. I was kind of just winging it. Now we can clean this up a little bit. I don't think I need, hopefully not to go back up there again for a while. I wanted the entrance to be kind of like, maybe stand out a little bit more than what it currently does, so maybe we'll do like that. And then I know we have this old trap door from what used to be our trash can, so we'll put that on there, and now you can open up the item and throw it in, and it should start sorting items. We haven't actually tested or filtered the rest of them yet, so let's give it a real test. Is it all linked up? Where's everything? Oh, I bet it's going into these chests. Yeah, probably, because these don't have filters yet. We have the filters set up. Now we need a way to do it so that the items that don't have filters come out. Oh my gosh, we just keep going with things. I don't want to take this wall down. I also don't see a much more option than that. Could open the place up a little bit. All right, we're gonna just open the place up. This wall's been here for so long. Honestly, it just feels wrong. Why is a village? How would he even get there? That's